Hi everybody, it is Stacey from the Business Success Network and Magazine, and you will be watching this in one of three places. You'll be on our Facebook page, Business Success Network and Magazine, or you'll be on my LinkedIn, or you'll be on our YouTube, where we collect all of these live interviews, all of our podcasts, and lots of our training and stuff. So if you are on YouTube and you're not yet subscribed, please do head over and subscribe. If you're watching this on replay, do hashtag replay. I'm excited because we are really kind of full speed ahead with our sponsors now. And Jen is one of our silver sponsors. I think she was the first person to say, yeah, I'm in after last year. In fact, I think she danced up to me at the table and went, sign me up for next year. So let's welcome Jen in, because Jen doesn't really need any introduction. She's the networking queen of One Networking.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm so excited. I love doing lives with you, Stacey.
Oh, bless you. Well, now Facebook have annoyed us all by not letting StreamYards into groups. I am going to sit. Now, I'm really interested, and of course I want to speak to you, but I'm going to sit and I'm going to zap you into our 9 communities while you tell everybody. Let's just say hi, morning, Dom.
Hey, Dom.
He's bright and early. Let's you tell everybody who you are, what One Networking is, and I'll get zapping you into the internet.
Zap away. Thank you very much for that. So my name is Jen Hinds. I'm lucky enough to be MD of One Networking. One Networking is a business networking organisation that was actually conceived and created in, I know, between Matt Richardson and myself. In the midst of lockdown, in July 2020, let's say. Was that the beginning? Was that the middle of lockdown? Anyway, it was in lockdown when everything was very, very different. And we saw that there was a little gap between the very informal networks, which are brilliant and wonderful, very social, connections are made, businesses done, they're brilliant, and the very, very formal and strict rules business networks, which are brilliant, they work fantastic for people. But we felt that there was a little gap in the middle where people could come, single seat, they could have fun, but there were no rigid rules, but it was very much focused on getting business. That's how One Networking was created, and that's what we still are, really. So our members join a weekly team, so they meet with the same people week in, week out, and they network with each other, they do business development activities with each other, they help each other with our wonderful RIO system. RIO stands for Referrals, Introductions, Opportunities, and she dances on the sand.
And that's exactly what I wanted to sing, and then I realised I can't sing, and nobody wants to hear Zoom or StreamYard singing, do they? We did enough lockdown.
Yeah, we did. So that's what One Networking is. In addition to our weekly team meetings, we have our robust program.
Robust, eh?
I thought I'd get that in today. All-inclusive events, which is basically events that anyone from any of our One Networking teams can attend. Do you want me to tell you about them as well, Stacey? I feel like I'm blabbering.
Well, I love your inclusive events, and there was one recently. There was a face-to-face one in Birmingham, and I have to say I've never done a networking treasure hunt before. And even though I think Mr. Richardson had put me in the naughty group because he thought we might just sit in a bar and not go treasure hunting, I think we actually did quite well on our treasure hunt.
You did. I do believe you came last, but
we did come last, but we did more than we thought we was going to.
You did exceed our expectations, so that is true. That is true.
And I'm still arguing, and I made this point yesterday, and I can't remember why I was talking about your one end. I know. I visited Warwickshire, the One End group, and I was mentioning the fact that I can't believe that Matt would not allow a Wetherspoons cocktail list as a attraction leaflet.
Well, it did certainly attract your team, didn't it?
It had all the gins. What was there not to love?
He's so strict. He's so mean, that man, isn't he? However, that extra point, he still wouldn't have won.
No, I know. So this is the lovely thing about One N. As Jen says, it's a bit social, but it's not as rigid as some of them. I love it because I've been known to say I'm not one of these that went self-employed to get up in the it's still dark and I'm stood in a car park waiting for a venue to open. Breakfast meetings are not necessarily my thing. However, what One Networking does is it kind of takes the best bits of all of those different things. So yes, you get to meet the same group week in, week out. And there's something really lovely about that, because you do build those relationships and people refer you naturally. So I love it. We did a Clash of the Communities recently.
We did, yeah. That was ace, wasn't it? That was
We need to
brilliant.
do that again. We had members of 1N, we had members of BSN, all come together and network together. It was lovely. And we wanted to do that ahead of the awards. We are here to talk about the awards. You're back for a second year.
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh, let me tell you, I've said this before and I will say it again, and I'm going to say it now, that I have been in my years of being in business.
I feel like we should have some pom-poms.
Where are my clackers? Oh, well, I'll save those actually. I'll bring them out in real life. But yeah, in my years of being in business, I've been to so many business awards, corporate ones, small business ones, but I've never been to one that I've enjoyed as much as the BSN Awards that I attended and sponsored last year. And it was absolutely brilliant. So it's definitely a no-brainer for us to jump straight back in again this year, because honestly, but I was going to say, if you've not booked yet, is it too late to book? I don't know. Are you full?
Oh, it's really getting there. Really getting there. I'm at the point now where there is a couple of finalists that haven't yet booked, and it's squeaky bum time, folks. If you've not got your ticket, you need to hurry up, because there are not many more. There's not much more room in the inn.
It really is.
Imagine winning an award and not being able to be there because you delayed your ticket. Imagine, folks. Imagine.
Just hold your head in shame if that's you. The thing I'm really excited about last year, you'll have probably seen it on social media if you weren't there, but the way that the awards was started was just brilliant. And that just set the scene for the whole night. Then that was like, whoa, this is going to be amazing, and it was amazing. So I have no idea if you can top
you put it. I have to say, I'm slightly nervous, and I have to be careful because Mr. C is in another. He'll be able to hear this, so he will be loving the fact that you've just said the way the entrance happened. Because if you weren't in the room and you didn't see it, it was very rocky. It was our MC and Mr. C doing a bit of they were rocking out to a bit of Rammstein, which is something that I would never imagine at a business awards. But the whole thing was about bucket lists. Oh, go on, Jen, give us your ukulele.
Oh no, I'm not going to play it. I was only miming.
But it was that, we wanted a way that, because you're in the champagne reception, you're ferried through to the main room, you need that kind of wake up, sit down, it's starting. And we did that. I think we can honestly say it was amazing. However, everyone has a business coach, and Ian Dixon said to me straight away, so what are you doing to top that next year? And I'm going, oh my God. So it has to be different. It has to be, something that would fit with an awards. There is stuff in the pipeline. I'll be really honest. Matt Richardson has got a lot to answer for this year. That's all I'm going to say. I know he's gone from goodie bag sponsor to jumping in my inbox going, what about this for a starter? And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, wow.
If it goes wrong, we're going to blame Matt. If it goes right, we're going to love Matt. You mentioned there clappers, and I think last year you completely stole the show. And if Matt was here, he'd talk about it's getting the right merch for the right thing and understanding what that was. And you're a networking group, so it was like, right, what can we do to promote our networking organization? What would fit in with an awards? I would never have imagined these clappers. I keep calling them clackers because do you remember the old clackers that used to sit here doing this and everyone's like, what are you on about? But they really did. They worked for the event so well. They stole the show. Everyone had them on their chair, and it was literally like two little hands that clacked together. I know I haven't got mine either. We should have done it. But they did. They stole the show. Everyone loved them. Every time there was a round of applause, everyone was just clapping with these clappers. They were going bonkers.
Right, they were going like the clappers.
They were going like the clappers. Yeah, funny that. So I just think it was brilliant. Everyone was like, what are these? It's got 1M branded. They were fantastic. So you definitely stood out last year. You obviously got up on stage,
So the benefits of sponsoring. So again, I don't know if there's any sponsorship.
We have one left.
Right.
We have one category sponsor left, which is Freelancer of the Year. It's a new category, and I cannot believe someone hasn't snapped it up yet.
You should get it. If you're listening to this now, this is your sign to do it, because honestly, look, I'm getting promotion right now for One Networking right now. But as well as that, I get promotion before this live, and obviously during the event, on the run up to the event, and even after the event. And the package that you get with any of the sponsorship deals, obviously they're all very different. And Stacey will give you more details about what you get, but it is just so, if you couldn't spend that money on any other form of marketing or advertising that would get you anything like as much visibility.
Yes. I'm just going to sit back, drink my tea.
But it's true. So grab Freelance. I mean, Freelancer of the Year, what a great category as well. But also, Stacey doesn't just do the awards. I know we're here to talk about that, but there will be, if you follow Stacey on anything, there's opportunities at all kinds of different events. So grab them, because it's genuine. And again, I've been involved in all kinds of events, not just as an attendee.
Conference speaking, you've done all sorts, haven't you?
Yeah, but I mean, non-Stacey events, and they're often just not worth it. Some are, obviously, but a lot aren't. But this really, really is. So if you're listening, grab that Freelancer of the Year spot right now, and also check, listen up for because you've got another.
Well, you got to go up on stage last year. It's total sense. You were the sponsor for Networker of the Year. Absolutely makes total sense that you would be the one on stage. And what was hilarious is Matt Richardson has obviously joined you on stage, and the MC, this is a great promotion and visibility bit, isn't it? The MC says, "Oh, hello, who are you?" And you said, "I was just some guy," because you and Matt have that relationship where it's really funny. And those that were in the room that knew you thought it was hilarious. However, Matt was a bit like, just some guy. I'm the goodie bag sponsor. I'm like 1N, whatever. It was just hilarious. And he stole the show with his red 1N branded, let's say, Cuban shoes. And you're doing the same again this year. You're going to be presenting the Networker of the Year.
Yeah, can't wait to see who wins that and get on stage.
Have you had a little nosy at the finalists? Is there any in there that you recognise?
Oh, absolutely.
There are some finalists throughout the whole thing that you would recognise, isn't there?
Definitely, because again, the reason that I wanted to get involved last year, and obviously it remains the same, is because there's so much synergy between One Networking and the business success. It's easy to say, is it? Business. I should slow down. The Business Success Network. So much synergy, because it's all about supporting small business, about championing each other, and so there was so much synergy, and so some of our members have said, "Oh, we should do some awards." It's like, no, why would we do some awards when the best awards is already out there? So we massively promote it within our members. And so I'm delighted to say that there's loads of 1N members that have been nominated and shortlisted for some great awards. But yeah, the Networker of the Year awards, there's some very great networks. I would not like to be a judge, put it that way.
Well, and this is the thing, isn't it? So I've been, you're not the only sponsor to say that this year. And it almost makes me think next year, should we get the sponsor to do part of the judging for their category as well? But yeah, then I look and I think, how would you judge it if you know somebody? It's really hard, isn't it, to be, and that's why I don't do it. That's absolutely why I don't do it. I don't want to be bribed. Everyone loves a bribe, but I don't want to be bribed. I can't look people in the face, even now. Tony Edwards last year was terrible with me. Tag Tony in, and you can tell him this. He had me as a podcast guest. And obviously, we know the winners before anyone else, because we have to go and get the awards printed and this, that, and the other. And literally, I'm sat recording this podcast, and he went, "So have I won?" And I had to keep this straight face of like, "I'm not telling you." Oh, it was horrendous. And he did win, actually. He did win one of them, but I could have throttled him.
He's a naughty boy.
Really hard. So I did say this year, I'm just not going to look anyone in the face. I'm not booking any meetings with any of the winners or anything like that. Fina is also here. Good morning. Another sponsor that's back this year. So you've talked about 1N members entering, nominating, being finalists, but also for you as well. Let's face it, it is about you meeting people that aren't in your network yet and getting them in. And your network are really good at offering free visits to people that might be interested, to see if they're a good fit, to find them a group. So if anybody does want that free visit, Jen, where do they go? How do they get it?
So, well, they can attend any of our teams for a free visit, and you can go on our website, onenetworking.biz. You can email me directly, Jen at onenetworking.biz. The one is the number one, not the word one, onenetworking.biz. We also have regular visitor meetings, so free networking events that is just for visitors. Our next one is on Wednesday, the 3rd of July at midday, run by the famous Matt Richardson. But of course, they could attend your group as well, which is Monday at 10 o'clock.
Monday at 10 o'clock. And this is the thing, we talked about there's so much synergy here, which I love. BSN is not a network where, we ask you to be a member and then you can't be anywhere else. And we actively promote lots of different member organizations and things like that. I am a member of One Networking. So I was, I love the fact that you're a sponsor, because why would I not promote you? Because I love it. I get lots from it. When you look at the sponsors, a lot of them are 1N members as well, because it's where I've gone out. I've done a talk about award sponsorship or what we do, where you get to know people. And it just shows that 1N works, because you guys are sponsoring, but actually some of the members are sponsors as well. So we've got people like Sean, we've got people like Dill, they've all come through 1N. So it just shows that 1N is brilliant for networking and it's brilliant for growing your business. And it is something that we talk to our members quite a lot about. It's that, meet up and mingle, go out. And this is why we did Clash of the Communities. It wasn't really a clash, though, was it? It was more of come in and have a love.
Smooch, yeah.
We didn't clash necessarily, but I'd love to do another one of those, because I just loved it. I thought, yeah, let's bring it on after the awards, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. It was
awards party.
Yeah, brilliant idea. And then we can talk about your conference, which will be coming up then next.
Yes. 15th of November. If you haven't secured your exhibitor spot yet, it is on early bird this week. So do grab me, because there'll be lots of networking, and I'm going to speak to Jen about that later. There is lots of exhibitor stuff going on. We even had hula hooping at the last conference, hula hooping and slime. Can you? Oh, Jen, you would have loved it. How to hula hoop properly. It was just fantastic. We also had singing and dancing after lunch, which, mortified my husband, but he got up and joined in. So there we go. Anyway, back to awards. Is the dress ready? Do you know what you're wearing?
No, I don't. It's one of those things. It turned into June somehow, like a few days ago, and it's like, I really need to think about that now. So,
and are you staying over this year? Because last year you had to be like you had to be like Cinderella and run off to your carriage.
I had a rowing race the morning after, didn't I? So yeah, no, I don't have any races the day after. I have my room booked, so just upstairs from the awards event. So yeah, no, really looking forward to it. Definitely staying
So
over.
party in Jen's room after then. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Oh, Jen, it's amazing. I'm so pleased that you're back as our silver sponsor. So you will be in the main champagne reception. People do go and find Jen and her 1N team. They'll be sipping champagne and just networking and getting involved with you as well. So do go and check them out. Do go and speak to her. Jen, I'll keep asking the question. Is there anyone that is attending that you can't wait to catch up with? Or maybe somebody who you've never met before, but you've seen is attending? Or is there a type of person that could be watching this and you say, I'd love to speak to that sort of person?
Do you know, that's a really hard question. I can't wait to see you again in person. There's a very special lady that does work for us in the background called Pippa Whitfield, who I absolutely cannot wait to see in person again.
You know what? I can't wait. I genuinely can't wait. She's one of the happiest, loveliest people, and she couldn't make it last year. So I'm so pleased she's going to be in the room.
Me too. But in addition to that, I can't. One Networking is online, apart from the odd time we do treasure hunts in Birmingham. So there's lots of people going that I know but never met in person. So I can't wait to see all the one Ners. And then I always love meeting brand new people. Oh, and there's a certain judge that I can't wait to see. Is going, Mr. Dixon.
Is that Mr. Dixon?
Always lovely to see Arian. Yeah.
We called him Simon Cowell this week because he is our version of Simon Cowell now. He's the only judge that has been there for every year. So we've now called him, the head judge, the Simon Cowell of the BSN Awards. So, yes.
We all want it to be a yes from Ian.
Oh, bless. That's amazing. Jen, thank you so much for speaking to us today.
My pleasure.
Folks, if you've got any questions for Jen, please do drop them in the comments. We will check back. I could sit and talk to you forever. In fact, we did talk for at least 15 minutes before we even jumped on the live call. So, I'm really excited to see you. I'm glad that you haven't had enough of me yet, even with the face-to-face treasure hunts in Birmingham and things like that.
That was great.
Yes, Matt completely outed me because if you remember, we were in Bar and Block having a meal in the evening, and the empties were not quickly picked up, let's say. And so Matt put them all in front of me, which was fine until Friday's conference, where he put a picture of my professional headshot up and said, "This is the Stacey you know, this is the Stacey I know." And it was me surrounded by all the empties that everyone had drank. Yes, he got a very big laugh at my expense. Thanks, Matt.
Fantastic. He's a good one. Don't tell him I said that, but he's a good one.
No, don't nobody tag Matt and tell him we were talking about him. Folks, you've been watching Jen from One Networking and myself. Please do go over and check out 1N. If you want to visit, if you want to come and join our group at 10 a.m. on a Monday, if you can't make that day, as I said, there's loads of other days. It's really great. It's fun. It's not boring. It works, it does what it says on the tin. As your banner says, look, referrals, introductions, opportunities, all that stuff there. If you want to know more, get hold of me or Jen. Jen, thank you so much for today. Next time we'll get the ukulele out and we'll actually have you singing.
Only if it's someone's birthday. It's the only song I know.
7 days. 7 days. It's my birthday. We'll have to get you back with the ukulele.
Amazing. Be careful
Brilliant.
What you look for.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I think there is a video somewhere of you singing on that. Thank you so much, folks, and we will see you very soon.
See you soon. Bye.